Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On play action, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Arian Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Play action now. Jackson. He'll throw complete to Blake Cora. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 2. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Cora. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. They'll come up to third and 3. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He gets this complete to Burton. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Cora. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And they're gonna get this all the way down inside the 5. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Cora, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. From a little further back, here's second and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And when things haven't been going your way like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Hey, kill! Hey, tomato! Done! Here we go.
Right to the air goes Lawrence. Left side into the hands of Olave. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Eagles, first down.
Rip, 23.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Lawrence moving outside the pocket. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Go. Hot. 11, Agate.
Lawrence now on second down. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
Big throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. But the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
On red. Here we go.
Now an option here, left side, and he'll give it up on the pitch. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and
11. Red on red.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Exiting the pocket right. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. That's a gain of 19, and a very quick first down.
that's good.
We are through 1. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Corum. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. The 25-yard line.
Now, Jackson. Well, taken in, it's Trey Benson. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now, Jackson. Well, on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
Hey, kill. Hey, lion.
Back to throw. Lines. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Christian Harris there on the stop. Jackson now on second down. Forced to his right. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take...
And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
We're on time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Cora. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side. That's Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
2nd down. Jackson. That's swung out to Ali. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Jackson looking to throw. Forced out wide. He's going to tuck it and go. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Seattle.
First and 10 at the 16.
To throw is Jackson. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3.
14 more yards.
Now it is first and goal.
Seahawks. First down. First and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Burden, the man on the move. And he's in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's his third touchdown catch this year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard and live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was music. I throw these songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson to the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Working to put a drive together. Now Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Jackson from the shotgun. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackled by Jonathan Grenard. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Now it's Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Boye Mafe. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Hey, think right open. Focus, all right? Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
On third down, here's Henderson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now. On now, the former Vol, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now to be in.
Look at the big man rumble. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Jackson going to keep it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Corum will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trevion Henderson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. As they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Come off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Jackson, options out left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Touchdown, Seahawks! Theo Johnson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Go! Son!
Quick throw to Olave.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. If they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Lawrence to throw. They set up the screen for Henderson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready up!
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
30 left.
Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said,
and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Blake Corum, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Eagles 14. Jason Myers picking off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Great job.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. James Pierce able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, he bought as much time as he could there, but eventually his clock expired.
It certainly did, because they were bootlegging him out of the pocket, and I think he had some indecisions whether to run or throw. And that indecision, it wound up costing him in a big way.
And it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to the defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock. But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Rip, 23. Go, let's go.
Straight ahead, Henderson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Go.
It's 3rd and 10.
Hey, I'm gun. Silver.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Lawrence will throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Lane, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Seahawks 21.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Jackson. Open man here is Benson. Able to slither by. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Up the middle, here's Corum. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a big priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Again, it's Corum. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Corum now on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
The 16-yard line.
Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Arian Smith, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
But he's not going to be able to get rid of it. He's going to be tackled behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They run straight ahead with Corum. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run again.
Touchdown! Luther Burden, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Oh, pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dawson Knox, 35 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Brought down the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he didn't create any magic. He looks in front, that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's a 2nd and 7. On the give, it's Corum. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 1st down. They run once more with Corum. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Not a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Time not an issue just yet, but we'll be watching the clock for sure. Here's 2nd down. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On first down, it's Benson. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Jackson going to keep it. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The extra point now coming from Myers. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 42-all. Jason Myers picking up for Seattle.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up now on second down.
Rip, 23.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.